Morning. As a follow on from last week's video on the difficulties of getting a slip at La Paz Marina, as promised, I've done a video on the marina itself, a walkthrough of all the facilities, and perhaps it explains some of the reasons why it's so popular. I hope you enjoy the video. The entrance to Marina de La Paz, and right across the road is a really well stocked chandlery, and the prices aren't too bad for Mexico. Right next door to that you've got a car wash, because cars get pretty dusty down here, and Baja Beans if you want to go in for coffee in the mornings. So it's pretty well serviced, and the building you see there, or that area there, is a marine barracks, so the security around here is pretty tight. And then the expensive block of flats that was built a few years ago. So as you can see, it's well set up. This is where you dump your rubbish, and it's cleared frequently so it doesn't smell. And some more undercover parking. As you can see, it's all allocated. The undercover is $100 a month, and the open air parking, and there were quite a few spots, $50 a month. So if you drive down, it's somewhere to leave your car in a secure area. And here we have Club Cruceros, where all the cruisers meet every morning for coffee. Generally you get a cup of coffee, fresh brew coffee, and a biscuit or a piece of cake, and it's 10 pesos. A notice board, kids play area. I have to say you don't get many children here, but it's there if they need it. And just a view of the docks. It's very peaceful. Club Cruceros do a lot for charity, for local charities, and run events every now and again. It's been in operation for years. There's a video and book exchange in the office there, and each morning there's yoga lessons or a yoga studio upstairs there on the blue door, and people chain up their bikes along these railings. The marina is very clean. The upkeep is fantastic. The guys are always working on improving things. And here's the shower block. The washrooms, individual showers, hot water unlike the cruise, and 2 toilets. The lady that cleans this is here all day, so it's spotless. Very pleasant. Some nice undercover seating, and good security gate. You can't get around it, which is good. More parking, and more undercover parking. This is the area that houses the reverse osmosis fresh water. So they suck the seawater in and turn it into fresh water and produce 600 gallons an hour, which if you're on a boat producing 5 or 10 or 15, 600 is massive. So whenever La Paz runs out of water, out of town water, the marina stays supplied with constant fresh water. There's also a laundry. You can get a wash and dry in there for about 70 pesos. Very busy. And then La Paz Yacht. So if you want to sell your boat, this is the broker in the marina. And then for all those paperwork that you have to do for tips, for licenses to visit the islands or fishing licenses, Baja Paperworks. Very, very good at what they do. The marina also operates a dive school, and extremely busy. I can see by the number of bottles, and the security gate, which is manned 24/7 and is closed. Only people with vehicles in here can access, or those using the boat ramp to launch Pangas. And there's a little tienda to get your odds and ends, your milk and your soft drinks, and an ATM. It's expensive to use. Most people use the banks. This is the ramp that the Panga fishermen use when they haul their boats, and directly behind that is a series of small storage areas or bodegas. They're pretty hard to come by. Dock carts and the marina office. And then for any boat that's leaking like a sieve, there's a big pump out thing. Generator driven water pump there to clear boats out. And then the dinghy dock, which there is a weekly charge to use. As you can see, it's pretty busy, and you can see there's a lot of bikes. Here's the view of the marina. It's compact, has a bit of tide running through it from time to time. Well, virtually every day, to be honest. It's best to come in at slack tide. The family that's been running it have been doing it for years, and girls in the office are really efficient, very friendly, and the owner Neil constantly improving the place, doing all the repairs after the hurricane. You can see in the distance there where the breakwater broke up. They're now putting that all back together again, and all the docks have been repaired. It's been, what, 2 months, and more or less everything's done, which compared to the other marinas, that's not the case. Some of them are going to be out for, I don't know, a year before the slips are fully operational again. And there we have the Dock Cafe. Fantastic location. Popular amongst the locals, but I have to say, the food's atrocious. I've been there 3 times now. I'm never going to go back. Each time I've given it another chance, and it's just, yeah, not good at all. As you would have seen from my last video, the marina is now virtually permanent only. There's such a demand for slips. In the background there you can see all the boats out on the anchorage. To get a marina you've got to commit to a year if there's a vacancy. But the marina will sublet your slip if you go out cruising, and you get 50% of the rental value. So it takes some of the pain away, but yeah, it's busy, as are all the other marinas in La Paz. Another view of the Dock Cafe restaurant. One of the big dive operators here, Gary. And the causeway between Dock 1 and Dock 2. These are the Pangas that do the day trips, to go whale watching, to go snorkeling, to go fishing, to go scuba diving. Very popular. Normally do 2 trips a day. There's a couple of other big, larger charter boats that can be hired, and the workmen here, the tradespeople, really good. The stainless steel guy, the bottom cleaners, the canvas people, electrical works, anything that you need doing, engines. The people here are probably some of the best I've come across in Mexico. and as you can see, it's pretty well protected from the winds. The docks are all in good condition and regularly maintained. I spotted a guy this morning taking the pins out of the rollers and greasing them. Amazing. On the security side, there's probably 60 or 70 security cameras all over the place. On the docks, around the cars, at the entrance, everywhere. The layout of the slips. As you can see, it's not huge. And then you can see there. This is the long channel you have to come up through. It's about 4 kilometers. And then another view from this boat, which everybody needs to buy if you're cruising in the Sea of Cortez. Sean and Heather, it's the Bible. Shows all the anchorages, all the waypoints, the best places to anchor, and a description of virtually every anchorage. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Gave you an insight into some of the reasons why the Paz Marina is so popular. I must admit, it is incredibly well run, very friendly, and very close to town, so you can basically walk everywhere. Anyway, thanks very much for your time, and I'll see you next week.